Okay, this is the motherboard that we're going to be using. This is a good motherboard. It's a M5A99X EVO R2O. Now, the first thing that we do on the motherboard is to install the CPU, which goes right here. Now, if you'll watch, you see when I lift this up, you see this socket moving back and forth? Okay. Now then, the CPU, I'm going to be doing this myself. I'm not going to let my grandkids do this. And the reason I'm not is because this little darling right here costs $350. And it has pins. The sockets are pins. See them little pins?
Boiled those off, mess it up.
You bend one of them, you're just off $350. Okay, now.
It's way too expensive.
Yeah. There's a couple of things. Don't have your arm in the way so the camera can see. Okay. There's a couple of things. See, you've got a wide section and a narrow section here that don't have pins, okay? So here's your narrow section. There's your wide section. Okay. So we know it's going to go just like that. Now, you also have a pointer at the end of it right there. You see that pointer? It points right here to this pointer so that you cannot mess the board up. Okay?
So that little chip costs $350.
$350 right here, yes. Now,
that's retarded for a little chip.
Now then, you take it and you drop it in there.
See, that's
and you make sure it's in place.
Overpriced for a chip.
Oh, that's
but
cheap.
with how much it does, though.
Yep. All right, let me explain to you what is a CPU. Do you know?
No.
A CPU is a computer programming unit. Okay. Now, what it does, let's compare this to a car. This is the engine of your car.
So this is what, like...
This is what makes the whole thing work. Without this, nothing works.
Runs the computer.
Right. Alright, so I got it on there, and I got it locked down, okay? Now, if I desire, I didn't get an OEM, I got the premium, which means it comes with a heat sink and fan if I desire to use that. Okay. What do you think I bought that for extra?
Okay.
Alright, let me explain to you. The CPU puts out tremendous amount of heat. Okay. If you use nothing to cool it on, all I'm saying it's going to do is just burn itself up and go away. Yeah, it'll do that in a matter of 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
that's why I have my air conditioner on. I'm always playing inside my air conditioner on.
What this does, see, all this brass on here, it pulls the heat away from that CPU, and it sticks it up through this radiator, and then this fan turning pulls the heat off the radiator and gets rid of it. Now, this is good, this is okay, but if I want it to last a long time, and I don't know, did I tell you guys why we're building this?
No.
Who are we building this for?
Oh, Grace and Ben?
Grace and Ben. That's two more of my grandkids.
I didn't know that.
I think Grace will like it.
Yeah, so, being that we're building for my grandkids, we want it to last as long as we can, don't we?
Yep.
Alright, so, in order to do that, alright, first of all, let's go ahead with the RAM. When we put this on here, it's going to interfere with the RAM, so let's go ahead and install the RAM. Okay. This is RAM. What does RAM stand for?
I think I know that.
I don't know this one.
I know that.
They don't teach us this in Tech Ed.
Random access memory. Okay.
Never mind, I did learn this. I
This,
forgot.
compared to a car, this is like your transmission. It can either idle, it can change gears and go a little faster, or it can go real fast. And that's the first thing it does. The second thing it does it allows you to multitask.
So you don't have to, exit out of one thing to do
Right.
something else.
Like if you're doing 2 or 3 things on your computer, that's what's letting you do that.
CPU
The RAM.
usage.
The RAM.
I open the browser on my laptop, CPU usage goes up to 100.
Yeah.
Okay, now these are 8 gigabytes each.
Mhm.
So we're going to have 32 in here when we get done.
I have 32 in mine.
I don't know how many I have in mine. Do I have 32?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, actually, I have 38 because I have 6 in my graphics card.
Got that backwards. It'd probably help if I had it right, wouldn't it? Now, the RAM also builds up heat.
Mhm.
But you don't need a fan because it builds up heat, but it don't build up tremendous amount of heat.
Mhm.
So this is your RAM, the green part.
Yeah.
Now the blue part, that's aluminum and that's a heat sink,
Mhm.
which means that the heat that this RAM builds up, this aluminum pulls it away from the RAM, and then the case fans, those fans that you've seen in the case,
Mhm.
they'll blow air by here and it'll pick it up off of this RAM and get rid of it.
So your computer doesn't overheat?
Huh?
So your computer doesn't overheat? Basically?
Right. If it didn't do that, you're right, the computer would overheat. Push that down, right? It ain't down. See, that ain't locked. There we go. When it's down, that's locked. Okay. Now then, next thing we got to do, in order to put this high dollar cooler on here, we've got to modify the motherboard. In order to modify the motherboard, what we're going to do is take these braces off, because these braces are made for this other one that I showed you. Let you hold on to all that, right? Aren't that nice?
Absolutely.
This is what we're going to put on there.
That's a bit big.
Yep. This is actually, I believe, what I put on yours. This is the hardware that we're going to use to install it. This is what we actually lock it down with.
It gets really hot in my room. I had to turn on the air conditioner. 5 minutes later, Mom walks in, turn off the air conditioner. And then when she walks out, I just turn it back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get her overheat.
That's the plate. Now then, we got to take this. Oh, wait a minute.
This looks like the thing you put on a light switch.
Yeah.
Yes, similar, I guess you could say. We'll take that. And put a nut on the back side of it there.
Papa, when did you first start getting into computers, like building them and stuff?
1995. Hold that up, right. The way all this happened, in 1995 I was computer illiterate.
Mhm.
I knew nothing about a computer. But I did have 2 kids in college.
Mhm.
And Tammy, my oldest, she needed a computer then. And in fact, she told me one time that she said, I asked her if she came home, she'd get home to like 10:30.
Mhm.
I said, why are you so late getting home?
I think I heard the story.
And she said, computer lab, Dad. She says, I don't have a computer at home, so I have to go to the computer lab and do a bunch of homework. So I told my wife, I said, we're going to fix that.
Mhm.
So I give $2,300 for our first computer.
Mm.
And it was sufficient for what Tammy needed to do
Mm-hmm.
her senior year.
Yeah.
And what Mike needed to do his freshman year. And then the second year, when Mike, of course, he was taking programming.
Mm-hmm.
And it had done got too slow after a year and $2,300. It done got too slow for Mike. So, I got a buddy that knows about computers, and he told me, he said, you're probably going to wind up doing this yourself because it's going to be too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, go to a computer store, hold it right there, right, and I'll try to tighten this up and see about it. So I took that computer to a computer store, and my God, they wanted more to upgrade that computer than what I could just go buy another computer for. And so I told them that, and they said, we understand. And said parts go up every day. And so then I talked to my buddy that knew about computers. And he told me, he said, I tell you what, Ed, he said, the best thing you can do is to upgrade it yourself. He said, I'll tell you what you need. I'll write the parts down and you order them. Mm-hmm. And said, it's not that difficult to put them in there. This is grease, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
What this does, the heat sink or the radiator is set on top of that, and it will assist in pulling the heat off of that CPU.
Okay.
And I said, well, what if I can't do it after I spend all that money? He said, then you call me and I'll come and help you. Mm-hmm. So with that as a backup, I went ahead and ordered parts. And to make a long story short, I did it myself. Mm-hmm. I did update it. I did it myself. And of course, when I first got into that, there's no way I messed with a CPU or anything like that, because that was just too much money. And I mean, it's real easy to mess something up. But I just took it one step at a time.
You just figure out how to do it yourself.
Right. I figured out how to do everything myself.
And now we're here.
And now we're here, and I'm trying to teach my grandkids how to work on computers. Because old Pawpaw has been fixing y'all's computers ever since y'all was big enough to know what a computer was, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been turning off your servers since I was young.
Well, that's true. When Riley was a baby, I used to run a server 24/7. And when Riley was young, he used to come in there in the den, and he would sit down and it had a big old button, and that button was lit up, had a light in it. And Riley would squat down there and look at that big button, and if I had my back turned,
I heard this story.
he'd reach and he'd push that button, which would turn my server off. You wouldn't believe it's hard to restart a server. I mean, a server is not something that's just easy to, just do.
And how many times have he done this?
Oh my God! It's a wonder the boys still live in.
Did you feel like killing me?
Oh yes.
There
Yeah.
has been times where he wanted to kill all of us. At least I think so.
Yeah. True.
What did I do that would make you want to kill me?
To tell you the truth about it, you have probably been one of my better grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the second best.
Okay.
Sure.
Riley, I can tell you a bunch of stuff you've done.
I messed up my graphics card.
Oh, you messed up.
Am
so
I one of the
much
better
stuff.
ones, like keeping computers good though? Like.
I keep my
Like-
computer good.
Well-
That graphics card just got old.
Well, the only times I've gotten new computers is if mine they're starting to get really out of date.
Oh. Just got knocked over.
Okay, this is not right.
Cause you've only made me what, like 2 computers?
Yeah.
I think
I've only ever had 2 computers.
I've had this one I got for my 13th birthday, and then I got my last. How old was I when I got my first computer from you?
Oh, I don't know.
Like 8.
About 8, maybe. Yeah.
What was that first computer I had? That silver computer. Was that yours? It's like XPS or something.
Well, your mom bought one computer. She bought a Dell. You remember the Dell? Y'all probably still have it somewhere.
Yeah, I think that was the one I had for
Yeah.
like a bunch of years.
That's the only one that she bought, and I have built all the rest of them.
The one I have now.
How many computers has Tommy had?
Oh,
Oh
man.
my lord!
I don't even want to try and
Like 5?
I don't know.
Cause he keeps messing him up.
Yeah, he decided to spray his computer out with water.
Well,
Stupid. You can't use water. You can't just spray it. Cause it fries the computer, like the motherboard.
It wasn't water. It was like air with water in it.
Like those
It was
like cans of like air.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Air compressor with water in it.
Yeah.
I have already told Tommy though that I'm done. You know, if he needs me to fix his computer again, I will fix it.
But he has
You
to
won't
work
buy
out.
the parts.
Tommy will pay for it,
Mhm.
not me.
Didn't you tell all of us that?
Yes.
Well, I'm probably.
Oh, and nothing here. He's already asked me about updating his.
Yep.
How many $1,000 you got? I can
In that computer?
No, in your pocket.
Oh, in my pocket. Oh, I got 0.
Well, then how come you're always wanting me to update you?
I don't know. I said if I save up for the parts.
Yeah, it probably because Papa ain't never made none of you pay nothing, have you?
No. But we can't just ask you like, hey, update my computer or fix me a new computer that's worth thousands of dollars, because you can't do that.
Yeah. Cut that off until I get this fixed right here.
How do you
Just
silver button?
Yeah, just touch that and it says video.
That's it.
Camera.
This one.